Hello, everybody. My name is Mina Ricky.
And I am Lydia Korczak.
And today we interview Toby Mathis from the Anderson Group.
That's right. Toby is one amazing person, and he makes taxes pretty simple and actually very interesting, kind of like playing checkers or some treasure hunt game, but very interesting how he breaks down IRS codes.
That is exactly what makes him so special because it's not that he is an expert on his field, but he has also just been a master of bringing it all down to the normal people. When we talk about taxes, he's talking about everyday examples. Imagine this, think about it like this. This is the aspect. And honestly, it makes it so simple to the point where it's just like all day long is, you're right. Oh my, I never thought of that. And that makes sense. And that's all I kept thinking as I was listening to him when I met him the first time in Orlando in one of his live events. And just in the interview, it just everything that he says, it reminds me of, yes, we need to be active participants of filing taxes and protecting our assets.
That's right. He was talking for 30 minutes and how quickly the time went by. I was going to ask him many more questions, but we were short on time. So he talked about suitcase and Ziplocs, and you're probably thinking, what does suitcase and Ziploc has to do with taxes? Well, suitcase, he's probably talking about the main corporate LLC that he set up, or maybe it could be a trust or some other entity that you set up. And Ziplocs, it's your little LLCs that you are putting your different assets into it. And it's all taxed very differently. The strategy is very differently, and you will save some money in IRS because let me tell you something, folks. Uncle Sam is not my uncle. I don't know how about you all.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point, Lily. This is information that we all need to know. It breaks my heart to see people working so much and so hard. I've talked about my sister, I've talked about my parents. They work so hard, they make good money, they make good hourly income, but they are in the tax bracket where they get taxed the most. Well, guess what? There are ways that they can, there is a code. The tax code means this is how I want you to play in this game. This is the rules of the game. This is all for you. You are welcome to read through it so you can play the best way, so you can keep and use your money the best way you think is necessary. And the tax code will tell you this is what we need as a society. This is what we need. If you invest in this area or if you do this with your money, we will allow you to keep it because you are helping us on things we need. We need housing. We need entrepreneurship. We need more real estate professionals that understand what's going on. We need more charities to 503Cs. This is what we need. Are you willing to give it to those organizations or do you want to give it to me? And
Totally agree with you, Mina.
And Toby, what it says is, I believe you're better at knowing what to do with your money than, like Lydia says, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, I don't know about Uncle Sam, like I said. But one of the things that he talked about that really I want to emphasize, there's two different tax preparers out there. There's a preparers and there's also planners. That's a two different worlds with two different scenarios. The preparer, you tell them, you give them your expenses and they go and file that for you, right? You tell them exactly how much you spend. They're not advising you. They're not planning tax strategy. They're not doing anything. And then you have a planner like Toby and Clint, both of them, and the whole team. Maybe it'll be different than advisors, Anderson advisors. Maybe there is another planner out there. I don't know. But he mentioned and he emphasized whatever you're investing in, make sure that that person invests in same thing so he knows how to properly planned tax strategy. So he's talking about technically paying taxes. You could pay taxes, but there's all these deductions on all these programs out there, the codes that you could use to pay not that much. And it's on to you to know, educate. So he has this class coming up. I believe it's September, right, Mina?
Yeah, that's in Las Vegas, but it's also so just go to the Anderson group and or just go on the link in our podcast and it will direct you to them. This is the thing. They also have an weekly and bi-weekly classes. I think that is so impressive. When we are getting ready for recording our podcast and things, it takes some work, it takes energy, it takes
Mhm.
effort to share with people and to bring value, to bring information. Hopefully, you guys are getting some of it and think this is good stuff. Well, they are also taking weekly time to share with people, to answer questions. And so it's up to us. Do we want to show up and understand what's going on? And are we curious? Are we paying too much? Are we afraid that we're not doing it legally? Do we think we're going to get audited in the future? What is our strategies? What are we using? What are we doing? If we're a little bit concerned, if we're a little bit worried, well, it's on to us to go to these classes and show up and just see what are they talking about and start getting some ideas and then start asking some questions and then start looking at your taxes, at your income, and how can I protect it? How can I keep more of it? How can I maintain my income that I work so hard to get and don't give it to Uncle Sam at the end of the year or at the beginning of next year? How can I keep what I work for? Is the question. But you have, like Lydia says, you have to educate yourself. You can't just think about it by December 20th along with all your Christmas gifts. Oh shit, I was supposed to do things with the taxes. Don't wait until then. Think about it right now, mid-year. They are big on let's start preparing your taxes on January 1st, but not your last year's taxes, but this year's taxes. It's an ongoing thing. We're always on top of what's going on with our balance sheets, with our taxes, with all of that. Let's be responsible for our own wealth.
That's right. Mina, I had an interesting experience the other day. I was showing properties to a family with 2 kids, and we had 10 to see. After viewing about half, the family was getting pretty hungry, and they really just wanted to continue the other day.
So, what did you do?
I went to my car and pulled out a bag of delicious Ricky Jerky. They loved it so much they were able to continue our day without any issues. All the ingredients are 100% natural, plus every strip is seasoned, marinated, and smoked by hand to give you the best experience and slap you back into the gear. But I need to buy some more.
Oh, just head over to rickysjerky.com and use the discount code, the code REI, for 15% off your first order.
So whether you're a busy real estate agent or just looking for mouth-watering snack on the go, Ricky Jerky got you covered. So the best thing about all these classes that they're offering, especially online, they're totally free. He has YouTube channel full of information and I checked it out. It's a very good content, very good easy videos, very self-explanatory. He makes it seem pretty simple. I think his superpower is breaking down into simplest, information with IRS code you could probably could get. So go watch the videos, sign up for his free webinars that he's offering. Better yet, if you own a business or you're a high net person like a doctor or somebody that owns a business, makes good amount of money and paying a lot to Uncle Sam, go to his 4-day event about taxes. He'll educate you. He'll open your eyes. He'll tell you. And by the way, if you think you're going to be audited, probably not, because what I learned from Toby, that the chance of you audited when you make certain amount of money is slim to none because you can afford to hire an attorney. So everybody that's actually being audited about like 50 or 60,000 and below, because those people cannot afford an attorney. So just FYI, it's all given to you, and just go there and educate yourself.
Yeah, just on that note, it's not conspiracy theory or anything like that. This is from studies. They study who gets audited and then they
Mhm.
look at what are the components of each. And there are certain groups, certain people. I mean, if you're in those brackets, well, do something about it. Don't just be a victim and wait that disgrace will happen to you. Just be proactive. And if you have money to pay taxes, you probably have money to pay a good planner
That's
for
right.
your wealth.
Planner is the key. Until the next time, be blessed.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye bye.